Hey, what's up, guys? We are back with another episode on how to edit and make your own marketing deck. If you are a Harley stunt rider or a motorcycle brand that is looking to seek sponsorships or opportunities like events, shows, things like that, this is what you need to pitch to any company, event, or opportunity. So it's basically what a marketing deck is a digital resume to actually have something to give a sponsor. This particular episode is going to be on how to edit your Rob Rax template. So I did a podcast on with Rob Rax, and I gifted him a that you can now download in the description below and completely customize it to your branding, colors, and all the things. So let's get into it. Once you go to our website at getverticalcoaching.com/resources, you'll find all the different marketing decks you can choose from. This one in particular is our Rob Rax version of our marketing deck. And once you purchase it, you'll get a PDF that looks like this. And I want you to click download here, and it will take you to a template. It'll make you log into this website. It's called Canva. And you don't have to pay for anything. You just need to log in with your Google account or Facebook. And then it'll look just like this. I want you to double click on this, and you can change the writer name to whatever your stunt name is. If you're a motorcycle brand seeking a partnership with an event or dealership, you can put your brand there and then the dealership name here. Let's say you are a stunt rider seeking partnership with a company. You can place a company logo here or just type their name, like Get Vertical. But I'm going to show you how to put their logo. So the way I get their logo most of the time is I just go straight to their website and just find their logo on there and right click Save Download. And it's not the highest quality, but it works. Okay, so click here to delete the font. Okay, and once you download the logo that you want, you can go here and upload the logo from that you just downloaded from their website, and then it'll appear down here. And then you just click it and it goes on to your template. You push this little button here and it'll move that sidebar. And then you can move it throughout anywhere on your page and then resize it by moving this. If you want to give it some angle, you can move and rotate it like that. But I like it to look exactly like their branding is on their website. So I try not to alter their logo very much unless, for instance, if this logo is black and it's on a black background, what you can do is you select the logo, see how there's a purple box around it, and then go to edit. Down here, you can select shadows, and then I like to do glow. And then you scroll down a little bit, change this to white since it's a black background. Okay, so see, I didn't realize that the logo already had a black background and it's a square rectangle shape. So I'm actually gonna do something different. I'm gonna press background remover right here. See BG remover, and then push that, and look how it made the glow around the actual words freak mount. Boom. Okay, so that looks nicer. Here, brand partnership, you could change that to sponsorship, whatever you want to say. Writer name and X company. So we're going to do, I'm just using Freak Mount as an example because that's who Rob was sponsored by. And I just happen to have their logo. Okay, so Drea Stunts, make sure you don't have typos. Drea Stunts X Freak Mount. X meaning like we're working together. Okay, and then I'm going to put my Instagram handle here, Drea253 Stunts. And then you could put your YouTube handle, which is typically, I'm going to put at Drea253 Stunts. YouTube handle is usually an at Drea253 Stunts or whatever your YouTube handle is. But let's say you don't have a YouTube channel, you can select this and either press your delete key or press this little garbage button here. And then you got to delete this one too. Okay, so it still looks really plain. I recommend you uploading a picture of yourself riding or something. So let's see. I have some pictures of Rob that I used. I think I used one of these. Okay. So I have this picture of him. I just screenshotted it from his Instagram. And then you can, oh, sorry, you can crop it by moving these lines on each side, on either side. And then you can make it larger like this. Okay, so look how it looks ghetto right now. I don't, let's see. Okay, so if you right click and press layer, if you right click on the picture and it's highlighted in purple and right click and press layer, you could either bring forward, bring to front, send backwards one, or bring it all the way to the back. And then to the right of each action, you can see the quick symbol. So I like to use the quick symbols, but if you don't know them yet, that's how you do this. So for this picture, I want it to be in the background. I don't want it to be only, see how it's covering the checkers on the left? I don't want it to cover the checkers. I want it to be behind the checkers. It's just going to look better. So I'm going to right click, layer, send backwards. Let's see. See how it went behind the checkers? But I'm going to send it all the way backwards and see what that looks like. Because I put a black thing on this. So send it all the way back. See how I have a gray, like a translucent black right there? It's going to look really cool. Okay. But I need the picture bigger because I want it to be in the full background like this. Okay. So I'm stretching it as big as it can go. And if you need it bigger and you can't see like, how do I explain this? Like you want the picture you want it smaller. You just press Command negative. I'm sorry, I don't know how to, down here. Down here you can zoom in and out to make it smaller and then stretch the picture like this. This is where it comes in handy to have good quality photos. Okay, so I'm going to put it back to where it was. I think that looks pretty good. If you want the picture darker, you can press, or like more translucent. Up here, see this? It's transparency. I have Rob's picture selected. I can darken it like this, so it's not so like in your face. Bam. Look at that. Isn't that cool? See, that looks way better. Ignore this white red box. That's not going to be there. Okay, so that's the first page of our marketing deck here. Drea X Freak Mount, Drea Stunts, X Freak Mount, brand partnership, double check everything. Now let's say you want to change the colors of anything. You just select it and change it black right there. Okay, let's see. See if I could do all of them. Okay, so you're going to have to go in and change every single box. I'm sorry, guys. But you would have to change every box like this to change it black. Or whatever color you want. So like if you want it to match the branding of the brand that you're reaching out to, this is totally customizable. You could do whatever you want. This is your marketing deck. It's how you want it to look. Maybe for Get Vertical, I like using the color yellow in our logo. I would change it to yellow. It would just have to depend on what kind of look you want. And that's why you want to customize it so no one else has the same one as you. See, look how nice that is. I like that better. It doesn't take away from what I'm trying to say here. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. This is your introduction. You're going to put your writer name and company name here. Drea Stunts, X Freak Mount. And then introduction. I highly recommend you not copy what is in this template. This is just an idea and to give you some ideas of what you probably should say. This is what I gave to Rob Rack, so he most likely will be using it to hit the companies he's pitching to. So if you really want to, you can copy and paste this if you're lazy, which I don't recommend you being lazy because this is technically a resume. Highlight, right click, copy, paste it into Chat GPT. If you guys don't use Chat GPT, um, you need to do that. So go Chat GPT, type this in, and say, please reword this into my own voice. And then I still suggest you rewording it after Chat GPT gives you a new paragraph, rewording it into more of your voice and your vocabulary, because any brand or marketing expert that works for that brand can tell if you used AI or not. Like it's super obvious. So just yeah, do that, and then obviously change company name to whatever company you're looking for. Okay, so where this little cloud box is, this is where you're going to drop more photos. So the introduction is going to be talking about yourself. So I recommend having a motorcycle photo. Let me see. I have a lot of Rob's like flexing photos just because his was like a model, kind of like he wanted to market himself more like a model also. And so let's put this guy in here. Boom. See, that looks nice. There you go. And you can change any of these colors. So you could change this background here. Let's say your colors are red. Change these to red. Whatever you want. Let's say you don't like this font. You can highlight this and change it to any of these fonts here. Now, if you have the pro version of Canva, which I recommend you getting, if you're going to be doing more stuff, then you'll have more font options. But let's just say you want it something more basic like this. Not, you can also stretch out this longer. So let's say your name's longer than mine, like longer. You don't want it looking like that, so you want it stretched out further. And then you're like, oh shit, now it's hanging off the edge of this red box. I'm gonna stretch the red box. See, you can edit everything. Okay, so the next one is another page, and you can just drag and drop more photos into these boxes here and edit it here. Now this, I have a click here example for branded content. I recommend you putting branded content or content that you have already done for other companies into this spot so that the brand that you are pitching or the event you are pitching, like a stunt show, you can put a link here for them to click on it and see what kind of content you created from that particular stunt show. Or let's say you hosted a bike night, you have them click here to see some footage from the bike night that you've posted on social media. So you highlight it here, and then there's a link button here. Click that link. You literally just copy and paste your Instagram link here and then say done. And that will turn into a clickable link. It's only clickable if you save it the way that I'm going to teach you how to save it at the end. Okay. And once again, you can change all these things. Let's say you don't like this background white. Make sure you click right here on the white part so that it highlights the whole thing purple. And then there's an array of background colors here. And you can just choose from there. What do you want? What color matches your personality? You can even do something called gradient. So right here, if you double click this color, you press gradient, and down here you can see the different types of gradient you want. So it's easier to see if I change this to like a red. Okay, so do you see you can do like a gradient that goes across the page like this, a gradient that goes up from the corner to the top left, from the outwards in, or top right down. So I probably would never pick these two colors, but let's do gradient of black and gray. See, that looks kind of dope. That looks good. See, that gives some sort of like uniqueness to it. Okay. And obviously, you just stick in your pictures. If you don't want a picture, say you don't have very many pictures, just delete it. Just highlight and press backspace or the garbage can right here. Okay, so the next page, let's see. So this is insights. You can drag and drop your insights from Instagram or YouTube, however you want to do it, and just screenshot it from your phone. I recommend the phone just because it's like broken down a little bit more simplistically, and then just drag and drop them in here. And your insights, I always typically say, pick your average monthly number that's like the highest that you could find, because they just basically just want to see a gist of it, you know? And so drag and drop it there. Now, let's say you look at this page and you're like, man, all these other pages look really cool and dynamic, but this one's a little bit plain. You could always add, where is it? Elements. So click elements here, and then you could either look through these categories, or you can look up something like designs and see they have all these little options here. Now, anything with these little crowns aren't available unless you pay for the full version. I don't know if they have a free trial and then you can just bust it out really quick, but if it's not worth it to you, then it's not worth it to you. This is honestly the way it is right now. The way you download it is better than 99.9% of people. I can guarantee you that no one else has this. No one is pitching a marketing deck, a professional marketing deck to a brand. Okay, so let's I'm gonna just, what about gears? Okay, so we want some gears, and you could change the color and then twist it around so it looks cleaner. I don't know. I would be careful not to make it look too clip arty. You want it to look high end, in my opinion, unless you're a clip arty type of writer. But it's gonna just make it stand out more if it's more professional looking. So like, what's this? Background design. Yeah, you just go through, or maybe you can look up patterns. There's different things you can do. So look, this is pretty cool, and it doesn't look clip arty. If you guys don't know what clip art is, then see, look it just gives it more personality. Look, and you could put it behind here. And remember how we changed the layers? Send it all the way to the back. Look how cool that looks. It just gives it an extra like personality. You know, so you could do that on any page, but I would recommend keeping a similar theme. So like if you had this on this one, you probably want to go to the next page and put the same little box with the same color or like a similar color that you were using. Anyways, so for this page, what I offer, obviously you change your name, company name, and you could change this to whatever verbiage you want. What I offer, digital assets, whatever you're pitching and you want to say, you can change it. Okay, so like things that you could put here is like branded content and what kind of content you're going to be creating, such as like, so like for me, I would say branded content would be a brand specific commercial on my podcast. You can, for Rob, he can offer modeling for shirts and clothes. So if you're like a hot chick or like a dude with a bunch of muscles and you want to model clothes for it depends on who you're pitching it to, you know. So if you're pitching to like a stunt or like a Harley Davidson dealership and you're trying to work with them, modeling might be an option that you pitch to them, because they have a apparel clothing section in their shop. I always recommend only pitch what you want to do or what you've already done and you know you want to do, versus pitching things that you can't keep promises to. So for instance, like if you were to pitch that you want to do a install video where you're talking about the pros and cons and actually showing how it functions, but you don't want to talk on camera and you're really shy, then don't put that you're going to do that, because you're going to hate life and you're going to resent the partnership and it's not going to be good. And then, or you may not even follow through. And then if you do make some sort of content, I always just recommend putting in a media release in there and saying that you can offer a media release if they want to use your content for paid ads. That is a thing. And then fill in the pictures over here with whatever you want, or you can delete it if you don't have anything. This page, I put in testimonials of where you could put any partnerships or events that you've worked with before that you had good experiences with you. And then if you want to edit and change, I mean, obviously you're not going to put don't put 4 stars. You're good. Keep 5 stars. If it's a 4 stars, then don't put it up there. But either put the logo, type the name of the event, whatever you want to do, and then have what they said about your event or your bike night or your stunt show, whatever it is, down here. If you want to add more. So let's say you want to add more. Where was I? Let's say you want to add more, another page of testimonials, because testimonials are obviously a huge deal. Like, people want to see that, especially if a lot of these brands or rallies are friends with each other. And so if they see that you've worked with Freak Mount before and they're either one, a similar brand, or two, they know Freak Mount, then they're going to call up their boy and say, hey, how was working with Drea? Did she follow through with her promises? Like, do you like her? Do you vouch for her? Whatnot? Let's say you want to add another page of testimonials. Go down here. See this little timeline down here? Go down here. See these little 3 buttons? Click that and just do duplicate page. Boom. And now it's going to be the exact copy as this page. Look the same. And you can just delete everything and then put what you want. Or you can use this page as a template for something else. Like, you can move it to any part of your marketing deck and change it. Change it to what you want. Say you want to put more videos here or whatever you want to put there. Okay? And then the last page I have here is the thank you page. Fill out all the obvious things. Change the verbiage here if you could, please. And then uploads, you could put a picture there. So same thing. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to crop this. Crop. Expand it. See how I can't like hold my mouse down and pull this little dot any further? So I'm going to move this little bar down here to make everything smaller so that I could see everything. And I'm going to stretch it all the way out to the page. Okay? And remember, I don't want, go back to 50%. I don't want his picture over everything. I want it behind. So I'm going to right click, layer, send to back. Send all the way to the back. Look how much better that looks. Looks so professional, huh? There you go. So now the final step, I can't forget this, is how to share it. There's a few different ways to share it, but you want to push this top right arrow here where it says share, and then you can either share the link, which is a public view link. So I like to use the link, this public view link right here, if I'm sending it in an email. I will put the link and the downloaded PDF file. So I'll put both. But typically you want the PDF file. So what you do for the PDF file is I want you to go download. Okay? And see how it says it's suggested? That is the best way to download it. And it's going to be best for documents and emailing. And this will have your link, active link inside of it. So you want to click on this and download. Beep, beep, beep. It's going to download the PDF. Boom. There's my template. Dre Stunt. There's my typo. Make sure you have someone look over this, okay? Don't just send it out without rereading it. I've done that before. It's embarrassing. Okay. Anyways, I hope that helped you guys out. If it did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Check out my podcast if you haven't seen it already. Thank you. Peace.